Behold, I have found, saith the preacher, counting one by one, to find out the account, which my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. Lo, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. That was King Solomon from Ecclesiastes 27:29. No upright women were found in all that he searched, okay? And he was the most powerful king and the most powerful kingdom and the most godly kingdom in all the land. So if he could have found one, anyone would have found him, it would have been him. I don't know if you all can see, but I nodded to a kingfisher earlier, the same kingfisher from my last floating dock diatribe. Well, it turns out that the larger kingfisher is the boy. I don't know if you can see these two kingfishers in front of me, one on the right, one on the left. The one on the left is bigger. Well, it looks bigger from here at least. Well, anyway, that kingfisher nodded back to me because I did like an upward, hey, what's up nod, because I always nod to it or wave to it. And it nodded back to me. So check out my video about mirror neurons. And apparently bird's cool with me. See that, I guess river gold just caught a fish. Okay, so I'm here like 5 or 6 miles from my house. I just ran out here. And I was gonna do a video real close, but I was just like, well, I feel like getting some exercise. So here I am. All right, today is National Grouch Day, all right? So I'm gonna reflect that both through my tone and through my ending quote, all right? Oh, and shout out to Oscar the Grouch. You might be a grouch, but I like your style. Shout out to Fester MGTOW, I subscribed, and also to Red Shift, I subscribed to you as well. Fester, you got kind of a jittery charm to you, and I always like Lurch from Adam's Family. And Red Shift, you kind of remind me of my twin brother, the way you talk. So I hope it ain't too windy. I hunted around for a spot that wasn't windy, because it's hard to find one next to the river where there are a lot of clearings and whatnot. So I'm kind of hugged up to this tree a little bit, and I'm below ground level, see? So I'm doing the best I can with that. But okay. All right, so I read that. So I'm gonna cover a couple of subjects, and then I'm just gonna bang out like normal. All right, first one will be, besides what I just said, will be that half of all the Muslims in the world are inbred. And I know that's a racy subject, but it's the truth. It's about the chillins, okay? So won't somebody please think of the children? See, more kingfishers. I'm at like a kingfisher hotspot. If I was to get up and go over there, it'd probably be too windy. Well, actually, I'll just do it anyway, now that I told you. Trigger warning. Okay, I don't know if you all can see, but there are just hordes of birds over there, okay? All the birds. But if it's real windy, then if the wind kicks up, you won't be able to hear jack. So I gotta go back over here. But there's just tons and tons of birds right there. All right, so let me get back on it. Half the world's Muslims are inbred, all right? There's genetic studies in the link in the description, okay? Feel free to check it out. It's unhealthy. It explains why they blow stuff up, why they blindly follow dogma, why Africa and Asia have more slaves than America ever did, right? Today, that's one of the other subjects, okay? They have all the slaves, and Caucasian men abolished slavery. And a lot of our women want to say, oh, well, you're the bad man, you're the man, because women get affirmative action and men don't. Well, Caucasian men only don't. Well, guess what? I'm not bad, okay? We abolished slavery. They still have slaves, and y'all don't care. Okay? I'm going in on you. All right, so I'm about tired of all these inbred Muslims acting like, oh, I'm in the wrong. No, you're in the wrong. Quit inbreeding. Quit having slaves. Just quit, all right? You are wrong, not me. You're in a death cult, and it's got to go. All right, all these birth defects and Allahu Akbar, it goes boom. We got to go. Okay, there's more slaves in Africa than there ever were in Europe or America, even combined, Africa and Asia. So that, no, y'all have the slaves, my colonialism, my patriarchy. No, Females and Muslims are messing up far more than Caucasian males are. The patriarchy or the colonial influence. The colonial influence helped to undo some of the damage. So I don't want to hear none of that anymore. All right, the other subject is that only men are able to be conscripted and only men are required by law to register for selective service. I've covered that before. However, I haven't covered this in depth. We have a female voting majority, all right? They're like 50-something% of the population, all right? So, according to Pew Research Center, 54% of American women voted for Hillary Clinton to 42% for Donald Trump. Now, some people like to say, oh, but more white women voted for Donald. No, all women, okay? All women. All women don't have to register for selective service, so all women vote together. Y'all can't just subdivide into what sounds good for what you're pushing. I see you, all right? So that's 54 for Clinton, 42% for Trump among all women. This is about the same as the Democratic advantage among women in 2012. And then it goes on to list what exactly it was in each election, and the 12 and whatever the other year of the election was. Okay, so by 53 to 41%, more men voted for Trump than Clinton. Okay, so our margin's wider on top of being the majority of us vote right, literally. Okay, so 54 to 41% more men supported Trump than Clinton, and the 12-point margin is exactly identical to the margin by which women supported Clinton. So we're doing good by the same margin you're screwing up, all right? Okay, so I already covered that only men are required to register for selective service, and that only Caucasian men don't receive affirmative action. Okay, Hillary Clinton was to bring in 1 million Muslim people in her first term, and everybody's like, oh, we don't want to get blowed up no more. Yeah, you do, or your women would stop voting your legs out from underneath you, because they want a strong male inbred patriarch to come in and take their rights from them so they don't have to choose. All right, well, I'm gonna leave y'all out with a quote from my dude Groucho Marx. All right, he knows what he's talking about, so listen up. Okay, so, oh yeah, but today is National Grouch Day, so that's why I'm doing it. But all right, this has been Non-Luminous Flame. It's been a, we'll call it, I don't know, it's been a diatribe, that's for sure. It's been a standard dog diatribe. All right, so Groucho Marx says, only 1 man in 1,000 is a leader of men. The other 999 follow women.